Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey guys, I'm Chad Hoover at Kayak Bassin TV. And listen, as fishermen, we all like to tell stories. And a lot of times, those tall tales are exaggerated on how big the fish is. But the beautiful thing about having video is you can always go back and you've got verification. Now, I'm gonna do a series where I go back and tell you about all the big fish that we've caught over the last 5 seasons of Kayak Bassin TV. And I'm gonna bring you some from folks that have shared their stories with me that I can verify. It's kind of like the X-Files of bass fishing. Now, most people will tell you that you should save the best for last or the biggest for last, and that's just not how I do business. So I'm gonna start with the biggest bass I've ever caught on video. That's my 13-pounder that came from Mossy Oak Properties down in Livingston, Alabama. I hooked up with my good friend Tim Rogers. Tim and I served together in the Navy. He sets me up with the folks at Mossy Oak. We meet up, we head out to the woods, we unlock the gate, we go through the gate, we pass the world famous Mossy Oak cabin that's the backdrop for the Mossy Oak Hunt in the Country TV shows, and we drive down this winding road to a clearing that when it opens up, you just see all this standing timber in the middle of this lake with the mist coming off the water, and immediately that Rocky theme starts playing in the back of your head, that adrenaline starts to rush. The cup of coffee is no longer as significant to get the blood flowing because the bass is the drug. The tug is the drug, as they would say. So Tim's like, all right, man, well, I know a brush pile. I'm gonna head over there. So he heads over to the brush pile and immediately starts catching bass, and I hear his hoots and hollers. So I head over to the treetop, make a cast in there with a black and blue jig. That's what Tim's already throwing. That's what I had tied on anytime I'm in Alabama.
Yeah.
Pitch into there, Tim hooks up, I'm hooked up. This continues for 15 or 20 minutes where it's double after double after double, fishing the 1.5 to 4.5 pound range. I'm holding the cameraman in position while Tim's fighting a fish and hook up another one, just flip casting into the treetop. It's crazy over here. Now this is all fun. This is great. We've probably caught 40 or 50 fish by 10 a.m. in the morning, but I'm in a place that has the potential for a true trophy. So I tie on my favorite Larry Dahlberg, the legend from the Hunt for Big Fish, River to Sea Special, the Whopper Plopper. Now this Whopper Plopper has paid off for me time after time after time with calling up the big girls. And today was gonna be no different. They've told me that the lake record is set at 12 pounds, and my goal is to be the guy that owns that record. So I'm grinding, I'm straining water. I'm watching my graph as I go over places so that as the magic hour starts to show up at the end of the day, I know where to go back to increase my chances of finding that big girl. So I throw the Whopper Plopper, I stick with it, I keep grinding, and sure enough, 30 minutes before dark, Tim's already put his rod away, is headed to the boat ramp. I'm like, I gotta make a few more casts. And I just know, I just got this gut feeling that it's gonna pay off. And I remember passing over this ledge with a lot of stumps on it. So I positioned myself to make a long cast, and I'm slow grinding, just reeling that bait across the surface. And just as it comes past the tip of a rod, a stump that's barely sticking up.
Kill it?
He freaking killed it. Holy cow. Oh. That was nice. Big fish, big bait, baby. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Chad.
Oh my God. Whoa! Holy cow. Dude, look at this thing. Oh, look at that. Dude. Stud. Oh man, look at that. Sorry guys, I had to pose for a quick snapshot. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a stud. That is a tank. I don't care how fat I am and how little I make fish look. You can't make that fish look little. Wow. Wow. So again, we went down to Livingston, Alabama, the world famous Mossy Oak property, known for hunting, not for fishing. We're able to fish the lake that, I can only thank the heavens that I had the opportunity to fish and hope to get to go back and fish one more time before I kick the bucket. But I was able to catch the biggest bass I've ever caught on video and the third biggest bass I've ever caught in my life, the big old Mossy Oak 13-pounder. Oh, I love it when they kick out of your hand. Like, look at that. Look at her swimming. Kick.
It's awesome.
Oh,
man.
nothing
Awesome.
like it. So for more kayak bassin' big bass tales, make sure you subscribe right here. Send us your stories and we can chronicle those right here on the Big Bass Tales on Kayak Bassin' TV. Subscribe. Do it.